नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासा ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवति उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमो नलिननेत्राय वेणुवाद्य विनोदिने राधाधर सुधापान शालिने वनमालिने महाभावस्वरूपास्त्वं कृष्णप्रियवरीयसी प्रेमभक्तिप्रदे देवी श्रीराधिका त्वं नमोऽस्तुते। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 10, text number 5. Avataro nucharita hareshchasyanuvantinam pumsam ishakatha prokta nanakhyanopabrumita. Avataranacharitam harirshchasyanuvartinam pumsamishakata prokta nanakhyano brahmbahitah. Avataranacharitam harirshchasyanuvartinam pumsamishakatha prokta nanakhyano prabrinhitah. Avatara, incarnation of Godhead. Anucharitam, activities. Harehe, of the personality of a Godhead. Cha, also. Asya, of his. Anuvaratinam, followers. Pumsam, of the persons. Ishakataha, the science of God. Proktaha, is said. Nana, various. Akhyana, narrations. Upabhrimmitaha, described. Translation and purport by His Loving Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. The science of God describes the incarnations of the personality of a Godhead and his different activities together with the activities of his great devotees. During the course of the existence of the cosmic manifestation, the chronology of history is created and recording the activities of the living entities. People in general have a tendency to learn the history and narrations of different men and times, but due to the lack of knowledge in the science of Godhead, they are not apt to study the history of the incarnations of the personality of the Godhead. It should always be remembered that the material creation is created for the salvation of the conditioned souls. The merciful Lord, out of his causeless mercy, descends to various planets in the material world and acts for the salvation of the conditioned souls. That makes the history and narrations worth reading. Srimad Bhagavatam offers such a transcendental topics of the Lord in relationship with the great devotees. Therefore, the topics of the devotees and the Lord are to be given respectful oral reception. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadate Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guruna Vaishnavancha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Saganaragunatanvitam Tam Sachivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijanasayitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Cha Pancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhubhya Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So in this verse, the science of God describes the incarnations of the personality of the Godhead and his different activities together with the activities of his great devotees. So Brahmaji has started giving knowledge to Naradji, and Shukdev Goswami is narrating that whole episode. So in the first verse, it is explained that there are 10 divisions of statements regarding the Srimad Bhagavatam. And these are like a sarga, visarga, creation of the universe, then sub-creation, then sthana, then poshana, then utaya, creative impetus, then manvantar, ishanukatha, then the science of Godhead, nirodha, going back to Godhead, mukti, liberation, and ashraya, the ultimate shelter. These are the 10 topics of Srimad Bhagavatam. And Prabhupada says it's the science of God. Science, you take any material science, maybe chemistry, physics, or biology. In the beginning, they have given an index. What are the topics they are going to cover? So same way, here in Srimad Bhagavatam, it is explained that what are the topics that they are going to describe about. Generally, modern age people, they think this is all mythology. It never happens actually. Just someone by his own imagination created something, he wrote it down, and foolish people, they are just following them. But as Prabhupada said, materialistic people, they say that devotees are foolish, and devotees says materialistic people are foolish. So one or another, both are foolish. That's why they are in this material world. Devotees are foolish because they don't at all accept the material things as something worth for which they can spend time. And because of that attitude, people think they are foolish. But they are not, actually. As Lord says, Vasudevam Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudurvara. The person who knows that Lord resides in each and everything, that person is very rare. And it never happens that you will find that person very rare easily. It's very difficult to find a sadhu because they are really rare. Narayana Parasarve na Kutashyana Vivyati. Because these personalities, they don't have a fear of anything. So they can wander anywhere. If they are put into any situation of a life, they take it very easily. Because they have a full faith that their Lord loves them. And He will do whatever good is for that person. And that's why they never fear of anything. And that's why it is said, okay, only fools, they can dare anything. Otherwise, who will do that? Any sane man in the modern ways, they think, hey, it's not possible, how it will happen. They will cheat others by their own so-called modern knowledge, like the moon landing hawks. They never been to that place, and you can't. That's not that easy. Because of the scriptural injunction, if you want to go out of this material coverings, you need to have another body. With the same body, you can't go. With the same body, you can't stay underwater, can you? If you put your hand for half an hour in the water and just look back at the hand, how it looks? It's wrinkled. Huh? Then how you can go beyond this material coverings and be there? That's not possible. A simple example. If you have to visit some country, like you have to go to New Zealand here, or maybe Great Britain, or take India, like he has a bond here and he has to go to India. He has to take permission from government here. Yes or not? From this government also and that government also. Both. So don't you think that to land at the moon, they have kept their gates open. Okay, anybody, any time, Tom, Dick, Harry can come and enter there. Huh? Simple logic. I am not ready to take someone else's dog at my home. What to speak of taking someone at my home without any permission? Huh? He's just trying to sneak in. Are you going to allow that person? No ways. Then how you can go with your such a huge satellite, entering there with your own vehicle and traveling inside? I can't come with my Indian vehicle here, can I? Not allowed, because that vehicle is not allowed at all here. It has so much passings, go through this license and permit things, that Indian vehicle will be not allowed here. Then how your satellite is allowed to reach moon? It's rational or irrational? And this rascal, they think that our philosophy is myth. And what they are doing, that's not myth. That's a sheer cheating. And people are following for years together. For last 3-4 decades, they are believing that they are on the moon. And you are making this earth itself a hell. What you are going to do in the moon? And people say that history repeats. Cheaters and cheated. So many cheaters came, they cheated. People have a tendency to get cheated. That's what's going on. So, to understand that thing and come out of that, this whole Srimad Bhagavatam has explained. Because everyone wants to go to the root. Like these IT professionals. If they have to find some problem with some programming, where they have to go? At the source, from where that everything has started. And go there and change the programming and come forth. So same way, if you want to know about this world, then you should go to the roots of the world. And that has explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. Each and everything, how it has created, that has explained. And with a proper theology, not with any nonsensical theory, which somebody can come and change it. I heard that there is some addition in Newton's law also. Something has come up now. Someone is working on that, and so every decade there is some change in your so-called science. They are adding it up. Oh, now we have invented this, and actually this also goes along with this. But this is not happening with the Vedic scriptures. That somebody is coming and adding his own theory in that. No, now we have to change and put it like this. No. It is there since time immemorial. The thing which is going to get explained was explained to Brahmaji at the time of creation. And that same thing is we are still following. Because that is practical for even today. We are facing same problem which were there when the Brahmaji was created. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. No one has came out of that. They tried, like Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, Ravana, Kumbhakarna. All they tried by their own ways. Ravana, he was trying to create the staircase from Sri Lanka to heavenly planets. Can you imagine? Can somebody dare that? But he had that power, he can do that. He was trying for that. But it never happened. Because that was not the practical thing. Because things which are materially judged and understood and used and fathomed, that can be up to the certain limits. Beyond that you can't. Like if you go 40 meters above the earth, it's very difficult to get oxygen. The percentage of oxygen goes down. Breathing creates a problem. So you have to carry your own cylinders. That means even 40 to 50 meters high, I can't walk with a natural condition. Then what to speak of going beyond, like lakhs of miles and reaching some place and staying that there are living conditions. It's a sheer nonsense. Few months back, actually, people were not knowing the actual depth of ocean even. Just recently, they have come up with that some. Which valley is that map? Something I forgot the name. They went there and they have gone down near about 10,000 meters now. And there they have seen such a creatures that they were even not knowing about that. Self-illuminating creatures. Fishes, trees, shrubs inside the ocean. They have their own power of illuminating the area. Because there, maximum 1,000 feet or 1,000 meters, I don't know exactly. That much sun rays can enter into the water. What about the down portion then? The fishes which stay at the bottom level, they can't come up. If they come up, they bulge and get exploded. They burst out. Because their body is meant to live at under certain water pressure. They can't come up. So we have such a conditioning for us to live in this material world. And do we think by our own material endeavor that we can go beyond that? It's not possible. Because according to your karma, guna karma vibhagashaha, according to your guna and karma, There are divisions that Lord have made in this creation. And people, they think it is nonsense. Everything should be equal. How everything should be equal? Is it possible for you if you don't have this, what do you call? Thumb. If you don't have a thumb, is there any other finger can perform the same activities that thumb used to perform? Each and everything has its own role. And that's why they are different. You can't just put everything on the same platform. That is foolishness. See, there are hair on our bodies. Huh? They have also their own conditioning. They are not all same. Have you seen anybody's eyebrow that has grown up to this? This eyebrow hairs, they have come up to this like, they long? No. But hair on the head, they can go up to 20 feet, 28 feet, 50 feet, and then there will be a record in the Guinness book that they are having such a long hairs. But just few inches down, there are also hair, but they are not growing that much, are they? Why? Is there any mechanical way of growing them also? Not at all. It's not possible. Because everything has its own role and own conditioning in this material world. So you can't just snatch and drag everyone on the same platform. If you really want to rationally understand your scientific way to understand, we have not understood our own body, then what to speak of other things? So many times we are cutting these nails and they just keep growing. Has they found out anything that which will restrict this growing of nails? Why? They are thinking we can put a life into the dead body. Rascals, they are not able to stop growing nails. Are they? What kind of a modern technology you are having and you are thinking that we are so powerful, we can do all nonsense. That's why our Vedic system says, everything has its own conditioning and own limitation. Accept that as it is. Don't speculate. Don't try to, what they say, mess around it. And we are messing up everything actually. Hairs are going gray, we wanted to keep them black. Then what we do? We put some chemicals on the hairs. And that affects on your skin. Which was glowing, that becomes black. Have you seen people? Like this portion, they get something weird actually. This skin color is totally different. And this portion of skin color is totally different and upper is totally different. It's because of chemicals. We try to mess around the material creation, we mess around ourselves, nothing. And that's what's happening. Like these modern medicines. If you check the cover of that, any pills, what they call that? Strip. On that strip, they have written the contents of that medicine. One of my friend, he is a chemist. He's actually a chemical scientist, not just a chemist. He told me that any medicine they make it, at least it has a minimum 6 contents. Minimum. I'm saying the bare minimum. There are pills, they are having more than like a 25, 38, something 40 contents in that. Amongst which, only 1 or 2 is meant for that disease. And others, to deal with the side effects created by this 2. So when we try to mess up with the material world or material creation or material activities, we create more problem than the real solution. Because as per the Indian scripture or Vedic theology, it is explained that disease, why they come for? Why a person get diseased? Exactly. Purvajanma kritam papam vyadi rupena badate. Whatever sins that you have committed in previous life, they come in the form of a disease. Tad parishamanartham. To subdue that, what do you have to do? Japa, chanting. Tapa, austerity. Then it is said, Aushadha. And after that, Govinda Namanu Kirtanam. Chanting the name of Lord Govinda. That will take care of your disease condition. And we have seen. Even modern doctors, they gave up. They said, now you should pray. Why? I'm paying you to save me. Why you are not saving me? You say that I'm done this, MD, master of surgery. And ultimately they also say, pray to their Lordship. We have done our best. If ultimately you have to take shelter of the Lord, then why have to jump around like a monkey? Why don't just take shelter of Him? And just to make that clear, this whole Srimad Bhagavatam has explained. Ishan Katha. The story is about the Lord and His incarnation and His activities is with His own devotees. That has explained wonderfully here. And then further, that we'll discuss tomorrow, that how this ocean and Manvantaras, how these different Manvantaras has come, different timings are there. According to that, Lord's different incarnations are there. What is the real purpose of them to come here? As Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he explains in his one of the songs, that Jivera Karane Loino Avatara Lila Koilo Siva Subistara. For Jivera Karane, for us, for our cause, so that we can get attracted to His pastime, purify our own existence, and go back to Godhead. He comes to this material world. Otherwise, He doesn't have to do anything here. He is happy. Look at the deities of the Lordship. Is He stressed? He is standing here for last 20 years. If you stand for 20 minutes, you get stressed out. Look at His face. He's smiling. Ever smiling. Once one person asked, hey, why your Krishna is always smiling? Huh? Other deities, you see that ferociously they are standing. Someone is like a meditation. Huh? Brahmaji is like a counting one of his hands. Other hand, he is carrying the Vedas. Ramachandra is having always bow and arrow in his hand. And Krishna, always with his flute. When you play your violin, when you are stressed out, when you are in tension, or when you are really having a mood of enjoyment, when do you play? When you are happy, you like to celebrate that. So someone celebrate with the instruments they like to play. So Krishna is also always celebrating. Why? Yeah. He is blissful. Not happy only, he is a blissful. And he is always smiling because he knows all the monkeys, they come, they stood in front of him, fold their hands, close their eyes, and they say, my Lord, you know. And still, they say that you know everything, and still they say their plans. Actually, I wanted to do this. I exactly know that what you are going to do in next 15 minutes, and still you are telling me your plans for next 20 minutes. And these plans are totally weird and absurd, which you are not going to act on. So what I will do? I will laugh at you. No? This funny fellow is trying to fool me out. And that's why Krishna is always smiling, looking at us. This foolish fellow, they always try to mess up with the material world, and they wanted to do something which is not meant for them. And to understand that fact, this whole Srimad Bhagavatam is that what is our conditioning? at what level person reaches and what happens with him. That's why from the greatest creator, Brahmaji, up to the lowest creature, animals, everyone's life has explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam. What entangles them, what really affects on their consciousness, and how they continue with their existence. And if they want to get rid of, what they have to do. So let's try to understand through Bhagavatam that how we can work it out with this and get rid of this material world. Hare Krishna. Any comments, any question? No questions. What's that? Oh, it's not relevant, then leave it. Srila Prabhupada ki